Hey everyone, Sirturmund here again, and today we're going to continue with the showcase of Purple Luffy, and we're just going to have a bunch of games today, mostly against Doflamingo. So we're going to have 4 games against Doflamingo for you all today, which I know is a very tough matchup as the Purple Luffy player, and we have some of them where we go second, some of them where we go first. So hopefully you get to see how we pilot both of them on that way, and then we're going to finish up the video with 2 games against the Mirror, and then 1 game against a Shanks player. So again, just a variety of games against meta decks, so give you guys the idea of how to pilot this. Yesterday we did an in-depth breakdown on this deck, so if you want to check that out, make sure to check out yesterday's video as well, where we also have more gameplay against black leaders, while today again it's going to be mostly against blue. So hope you enjoy the games coming up soon, and if you do, make sure to like the video below and subscribe to us. We post One Piece videos every single day. Enjoy the game. In this match, we're going against Doffy, and we're going second. She's not great. But maybe I keep this hand. I kind of like the Bonclay, to be honest. I like the Bonclay because it lets me go to 7 without having to like actually ramp up enough. We don't get the Kamazo, so the opponent gets to play that teach and forget about whatever we want to do, right? Opponent gets Jinbe anyways. Law. Okay, bounces back to Jinbe. Makes sense. If I take it now, I'm gonna be up. I can just go like this, right? I don't need to actually take the life. I can just save that life because I'm gonna be at 7 nets then anyways. To play the Luffy Taro into the Sirturmund. He also lets me kind of play around pudding a little bit. They can still go for their effect here, unfortunately for us. Do we need another Bonclay? Probably not, right? Yeah, they're gonna... Oh, wait. They didn't go teach. They didn't go teach. That's very interesting. Do we ever actually attack it? I guess this is probably the best time for us to do it, right? I could ramp up and do it that way, but I think... Again, I don't know that I need to ramp up anymore in this game. Let's just force a 2k out of their hand. No, they're just gonna give it to us. Okay. Sangoro? This is tough, though. I don't have anything in my hand. They cannot attack this Bonclay with a teach. Like, that would be... I mean, it's not a throw, I guess, if you don't think you need to teach anymore. But I just get to swing into the teach next turn, which is good for me. You probably have another law. Yeah, I think they're thinking about it. Like, if I swing with teach, I'm gonna be in trouble. My hand is not great though. Like, even though I feel like in a decent spot, my hand is not great whatsoever. Unless we just get another Luffy Taro from the top. If we get another Luffy Taro from the top, I can drop this Sangoro down. Maybe. But honestly, maybe it has to be Sirturmund. Not Sangoro. To play around Gravity Blade, because at least this Sangoro gets me... At least the Sirturmund gets me value right away. Even if it gets bounced back to my hand. But this gets really punished by Gravity Blade from the opponent. Okay, so they are going to attack with the teach. Interesting. Still keeping 4. But if you want to use your leader effect... Okay. So we're going to go down to 2 here. There's the giant. Double giant. Okay. So we're going down to 2 here. Do we actually care about teach then? Or do we want to just... No, I think we have to, right? We have to kill that teach while we have the chance. The question here is, what are we playing? It has to be probably Sirturmund. Which means that I can afford... If we go like this... Let's grab this 2k. We can afford to go for 9 into this Weevil. Because there's no way I'm tapping out of the last turn. I'm probably gonna need to play this giant this turn. They got a boa. Pudding's still on the table. But I might like Sanji better, to be honest. Yeah, that's the gravity. Okay, again, we knew Gravity Blade was coming. So, I think it's just here. Like, we just played this big boy here. We knew Gravity Blade was coming. There's no question about that. We return a Dawn, get the draw, attack for 10. And then next turn we still go back up to 10. Well, I guess we can probably go up to 9. I didn't play Sanji last turn because I wanted to play Sanji this turn to kind of deal with the boa here. Oh, sorry about my ducks. And kind of go play. So the plan is going to be Sanji into boa. Right now we're just going to counter and try to stay at least 1 life. So our goal here is to stay at 1 life. Actually, you know what? They did so much with the attacking just for 8 lets me just play this Gungam Giant and just chill, right? Like, I don't think it really matters. I do think the Sanji has to be the play here. So I do think the Sanji has to be the play. Right? And we just go 8 here. 10 here. 5 here. 7 here. And opponent's down to 2 life. And we chill. We're only going... we're going back to 10, but if we use Gungam Jam, we're only going to be going back up to 8. And, like, how do they beat us from here? I don't think they can. We played around the Gravity Blade the right way, and the opponent played Gravity Blade on things that... the Zoro Euros do matter, but it meant that the opponent didn't develop anything that turn. Or anything meaningful, and we were able to just do ourselves. We kind of have gotten lucky as well. It looks like the opponent has been low-rolling this top 5 placements. But it still looks very good to me. We have used double Usohachi and 1 Sanji, so we have no way to probably rest a boa blocker. But like here, this seems really, really good. If they go for the 8, I think I do go for the Gungam Giant. And just keep myself healthy. They go for a 7. So I think we take this one. And stay at 1. I like staying at 1. I guess opponent could have a pudding here, and if they go pudding, I'll go down to 5 cards and potentially no giants in my hand. No, okay. No, that's fine. You have to go more than that. If you're gonna do... why are you saving 4 down for? I'm confused. I don't know. Sure. Again, I could just literally go for lethal. But it doesn't even feel necessary to go for it. Yeah, this also costs 3, by the way, because I have -2 down. So this is 3. We can go double Sanji, and the Sanji cannot be bounced by Law. It could be bounced by a Gravity Blade, but if the opponent's playing Gravity Blade, they have no Dawn to kill us. So we just go double Sanji and keep the Gungam Giant. Maybe we play Law and get a 2k instead. Sure. That was the benefit of playing Gunga. Oh, I forgot to attack with my Luffy. That's okay. I forgot to attack with my Luffy. Opponent will have been a zero. Yeah, you go Gravity Blade, but again, you have nothing that you can do with a Gravity Blade. Opponent being at zero this time would have been just enough, but this is also just enough. Yeah, we knew the Gravity Blade was a potential there, but it doesn't really matter. Yeah, sure. I wanted to just go for it. Yep. They went for it. Yeah, we go here, we go here. We don't have to use this yeah, like this is just lethal, right? So in this match, we're gonna against Doffy. At least we get to go first. We have the Big Mom. We don't have like anything else. So I think I have to mulligan this. This is better because we have the Sorojuro and the Luffy Taro. So at least we're like developing bodies on the field, which is pretty good, right? So we go like this. We go 5, we go Sorojuro, and hopefully we find like a Sangoro to play with the Luffy Taro. And then if we have that Sangoro on the field, it's going to be like really hard for the opponent to do anything. And it's not like they can, because we're going to be ramping up, they cannot just respond with Gravity Blade. At least we're going to get at least one drop from Sangoro, and we can put pressure into them. So we go 5. Opponent has to give me the counter here. I mean, I guess they could take it. Oh, and we have the Big Mom too, so that's pretty good. And there's a Sangoro that we were just talking about. So next time we just go Luffy into Sangoro, because the Sangoro doesn't get bounced by the opponent's law. Now, the opponent could just play a pudding, right? Anytime that they want. So I need to be able to play around this pudding here. Now, I mean, they could play the pudding right now if they wanted to. But then that means that they lose the value from the Perona and stacking the field the way that they did. And they only get rid of 2 cards to prevent my combo of Luffy Taro into Sangoro. Because they're only going to 6 down next time, they won't be able to go Gravity Blade yet on the Sangoro and the Sorojuro. So I'll be able to at least get 1 draw out of this guy. I think we counter here. I think we counter here because we know we know that we're gonna be drawing a card from our life here. So yeah, so I think we're gonna go 6 and 5, and then we're just gonna ramp up and do our thing. Now that does put me at 3 life. But this lets me play around pudding a little bit, because if I still have those 2 cards here, that would be kind of like Monka. And I will be at 2 life. Next time we're at 8, so we won't be able to go Big Mom yet, but we can go blockers and force the opponent to have the law. I guess it makes the Gravity Blade better then if I let them do that. So if they're just going for 5 here and down to give you the first blocker. Okay. It's a Josu then. Alright, so they're gonna go Josu into the Sangoro. It's a good play. It's a good play. I mean, it stops us from having the Sangoro value. I'm still concerned about the Gravity Blade next turn, I guess. So am I going for... If I'm concerned about this Gravity Blade, am I actually... I think I have to go for Onami anyways. I think I like the 5/6 Onami Sorojuro. If they have a Gravity Blade or something similar, let them have it. Interesting, because, I mean, the Luffy's not bad. But I almost kind of like the Sanji. But I guess the Sanji... Maybe we just grab the 2K. Maybe we just grab the 2K here. We're going to be at 6. We're going to go to 8. That's the only downside. Maybe it is going to just be a Sorojuro. Yeah, I think I like the second Sorojuro. And we'll get this for later. Let's just gonna put pressure and just have these bodies in the field. If they go Gravity Blade right now, we're not losing a blocker, we're just losing the Sorojuros. And if the opponent plays a Law, they will have to play Law twice here for it to like matter. So yeah, I like this. I like this. We're still at 7 cards, right? We can always go Big Mom next turn and start like setting up the field. I think I like going Big Mom if the opponent plays a Boa here. And the reason the Big Mom is good is like, even though it gives them a life, it just puts me a little bit safer. Yeah, so they're gonna go for the pudding. And it makes sense. I have 7 cards, right? And you saw me grab the Gungam Giant. So you didn't want me to deal with that. Unfortunately for you, I did get a bunch of 2Ks here. So I guess you can go 6 and 7, or you can go... How do they beat us here? They go 6, and we counter. They go 7, we take it. And now we can go Kid, which cannot be bounced by the law. Kid. Keep a Dawn, 777. Keep a Dawn to percent Giant. I like percenting Giant. We're gonna go 7 here. 7 again. Eventually you have to give me this block with this bar. Seven one more time. They could go here and do... Oh, no. Okay. Interesting. 8. I actually could have gone 8, by the way. I just realized that. Instead of 7. Because I have 1 extra down. And, yeah. We'll go like this and just pretend that we have double Giant. 2K, 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 1K, 1K. You had to kill us this turn, because... You know I can just rest this. They have 4 attacks. They can go 7, 7, 7, 8, 8, 8. They can go 8, I guess, 4 times. 2K, 2K, 2K. Yeah, I mean, we beat the 8 4 times. If you go Gravity Blade to get rid of the Kid blocker, you have no... I think they were maybe hoping that I had a 4-cost blocker and they could play like a Law. But that's why Kid is so good, right? That's why Kid is in this deck now. Just because it's hard for them to deal with this. So, what's the game plan here? Now, the only time... We will only use Usohachi as a counter if the opponent attacks with the boa. Again, we can beat the multiple 8s. Anything less than 8, we have to counter. Because it's even better for us, right? Yeah, you go for Law. What does that do? They might put in here. They think I had Giant. They thought I had Giant in my hand. And that's why I kept 2 down. But we actually didn't have it in our hand. And we actually drew it into our hand because of the pudding. That's actually crazy. Yeah, but we just take this, right? We had another one in our life. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I mean, I mean, if the opponent just had a pudding in their hand, I actually don't like... I actually like playing pudding there, by the way. Like, if the opponent had it in their hand, and they just play pudding and it still has 6 done open, I think it's actually a good play. Because if I do have Gungam Giant, you make it so that potentially I don't draw into it. The problem is that they had to go Law into pudding. And if you only have 2 done left, I have a blocker and I have a life. You're not getting, and I'm going to have 5 cards. You're not getting through my board with a 7K, a 5K, and another 7K. Or, you know, like 776, right? I would have to be completely brick for that to happen. But it's kind of funny that I didn't actually have the Gungam Giant, right? I just presented that I had it, and it made the opponent just do their thing. Again, I think we just win anyways. Even if the opponent... We had enough to block out of the 8s. We had a Gungam Giant in our life, so we definitely were completely safe no matter what happened. It's just... Yeah, because the only way for the opponent to get rid of this would have been a Josu or a Gravity Blade, both of which would have only left them with 4 done left. And with 4 down, we had enough 2k counters to just beat the attacks, right? So I guess if the opponent had double perfume, that would be one way that they could potentially have won. But double perfume is still not enough either, just because we had that giant in our life, so GG's. In this match, we're going against Doffy, so bad matchup for us, especially because the opponent gets to go first here. But maybe if we get, you know, the right hand with the Captain Kids and the big mobs, we can stabilize long enough to be able to, like, do our thing versus them, right? But it is technically a bad matchup, so we'll see how it goes. Yeah, you go first. We have the big mom, but we don't have anything else that's really worth it. So, not great start. Not a great start. Because they're going to be taking a lot of damage here. Like, we actually... The kid is so good here because he also lets, like... It's a blocker that the opponent cannot bounce with their law. And it lets me be able to block in 2k or the opponent's 7k attacks, right? I guess I can go ahead and play Robin here right away on a 2-down turn at least. Not impossible. And we might just block her attack right away next time, unless the opponent gets like a Jim Law or they get like just a law from it. Yeah, so we'll have to go like this and just pass. I mean, we have the... We have a crazy kind of, you know, multiple Luffy Towers type of situation. Okay, so is this Jim Law or just Law? It's a Law. All right, so they get to bounce the blocker. Yep. Cool. All right, so again, they get the value there. I guess we'll go here first. Present the sits. And force the opponent to give me a 2k instead of just giving me a 1k. Because there was a chance that this card could have been a kid. And if it was a kid, I would have preferred to have that, right? We just get punished here by putting, right? Regardless. But it is what it is. Because the opponent was able to bounce my Robin right away. And because I ended up playing Zoro, I ended up with 9 cards instead of 7. So the putting here is just like impossible for us to beat. I can counter here to at least play around her a little bit and also not take, obviously, that much life. But the opponent could just say, whatever, you know? And just play putting here regardless and just go for 2 5s. If I'm in the opponent's shoe right now and I have putting in my hand, you just ripping the putting right now. It's 4 cards from your hand. I can give them this Robin here. If they go for 7, we can go 2k, 1k, and then they have to go for a 6 and... I would love to play Sangoro here. Because the Sangoro gave me extra cards. Will be really good, right? So Luffy into Sangoro is probably gonna be the play. Oh, they go for the 7, okay. Do I respect it? Okay, so I mean, if this is a... I have to take one of these hits then, right? I'll probably take the 8 then. If they put it on the Doffy, I'll take the 8. If they put it into the law, then I just block this. I take the 7, block the 7. But again, this is the problem. I'm down to 2 lives now, right? So we go here. And I guess we'll give you... Go like this. Let's keep this in my hand, I guess, for now. So next time we have exactly 7. So, I mean, obviously the opponent can just do their thing. Like, they can just block with Boa here for free and then give me a 2k. It's very telegraphed what I'm going to be doing. I'm not winning this game unless I have this Sangoro stay on the field. Oh, they didn't block. That's a free block, because you know I'm going to be using... That's weird, because you know I'm going to be using Luffy Taro here. We don't have a lot of 2Ks, so this is going to be also very awkward. Okay. Yeah, you know what I'm doing here, so... I only have 4 1Ks in my hand, and you have 4 attacks. I mean, after this turn... We can start stabilizing, right? Oh, no, that's a good gravity. Never mind. Any hope that I had of winning this game disappeared with that gravity blade. Because, again, I spent that turn developing the Sangoro, and the opponent just said whatever. I guess we can go like this. You have to attack with that bow, I think. I always forget Gravity Blade is so good here as well, yeah. So we go to 8. We can go here, keep a Dawn active, and just do our thing. And I guess we'll go here. Okay. We'll grab the 2K of course, right? Yeah, we'll grab the 2K here, and we'll just go here. One life. I need to keep this Nami blocker, and just so that the opponent doesn't get another law. Or has the perfume, right? So they can go 7, 7, 7, 8. So 1, 8, 2 7s, because the opponent wants to have 1 down for their Doffy. So 2 7s and 1 8. We can block 2 of them. We can counter 2 of them, but one of them is gonna hit us no matter what. We are 7 down. We'll go down to... Oh, actually, you know what? I won't be able to play Nami, or at least not get a value for Nami. I won't be at 8 down. And again, this is the problem with this matchup. Like, opponent has so many tools between the law and everything else to just deal with my board that it doesn't matter. Yeah, so we said we're gonna take 1 7 and block. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to go like this. Yeah, unfortunately. Yeah, I guess the law might actually be better. Opponent could go 5 and 5. If they go 5 and 5, do I actually keep... Do I actually keep the Dawn then? Yeah, that's what I figured. Alright, so 5 and 5, alright. That's actually huge. Because now I have a blocker, so that's 6. I keep 1 for the Gungam Giant. That's 7. That leaves me with 2 Dawn. We haven't seen another Gungam Giant, so there's a chance I could go another Gungam Giant. So maybe I actually want to keep... Maybe I actually want to keep 2 Dawn active. But the opponent still have 5 life, by the way. So, again, I'm still losing to Perfume. I'm still losing to Perfume. I'm still losing to so many things here that it doesn't even matter. A second Gravity Blade doesn't kill me because Gungam Giant, but it gets pretty close to it. And using Gungam Giant here means that I won't be able to use Luffy. Yeah, that's the Perfume. Alright, so the Perfume just wins in the game anyway. So unless I top deck another Giant, which is why I kept the 2 down, right? Nope. Yeah, I needed to be another Giant and then into more counter as well, right? So we hadn't seen that many Giants, but the opponent had the perfect answer. They had the Gravity Blade and then they had the Perfume to just completely blow up everything else. And look at this hand. Look at this life too. They literally hit so many triggers. Wow, they're playing like a full-on event package. So in this match, we're going against Doffy. because the opponent chose to go first, I'm actually going to keep this kid. Because what we can do is that we can play kid on our second turn and have a good blocker that the opponent can now really deal with really well. And we can still just go Luffy Taro after that and get the down back with the kid, right? Opponent didn't find Perona, so that's good for us, all right? So now I do hope I find something playable for the Luffy though. Now what we're looking for here has to be the Big Mom, right? The Big Mom is really, really good for us. We don't have her just yet though. Look at the Tish. Kamazo would have been really good too. Yeah, sure. What am I supposed to do here? I can literally just get hit by pudding now. Yeah, I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing here. Like, this pudding is looking kind of crazy. Honestly, I'm gonna slow it down. I'm not even gonna go attack after their life. If they have the pudding, they have the pudding. No? Okay. Gotta be going pretty low here. They can go 7, 7 twice. So they can go 7, 7 twice. Instead, they're gonna go 8 and 6. Sure. We take the 8 then? I guess we go like this, and if the opponent goes for it, we just give them the... Yeah, we just give them this and this. And the active done. Let's get ourselves that Sangoro. I'm probably gonna have to counter with it next turn though. Yeah, this is very awkward. Yeah, I mean, we go like this. It's the same. Because if the opponent has a 1k, they can just block, right? And 1k. So we're going to have to just go like this and just keep this kid active. We can take some damage here. And be slightly okay. Because we're going to go... We're going to cycle here. Like, I think I have to go to 1. I don't think I have a choice but to go to 1. I guess the opponent could go for like an 8 here. Or a 9. And that would be kind of harder for me to deal with. They trashed that pudding. Interesting. You have another pudding? If you have it, you have it. I'm not gonna play around it. No, okay. Yeah, so they go for 8. Well, I know they have it now, right? Yeah, we take it. We will take it, my friend. And you just play in next turn and you get there? Let's see what they do here. Yeah, I think we just let them have it. Yeah, I think we go 6 here, first another 2k. And they just go put in next turn and they have it, they have it. And I just hope that I get another one of the giants. So they go pudding, they're still gonna have 5 down. We don't get the giant. We do have the Zoro though to search for it next turn, and we do have the draw here too. Opponent can put 2 down here, that's gonna be at 7. I'm gonna have to block with this kid though, for sure. 2k, 2k, 2k. I guess we can go kid and Zoro next turn, maybe. And we're just at the mercy of the opponent. Okay, so this is... Yeah, we just go like this. I guess they can go for a 5 here if they wanted to. But that's going to be very easy for me to kill afterwards. You know I have the kid. Okay, so they're just going to go for the 9. All right. 2 cards in their hand. So we can get rid of both units with no problem. Yeah, we'll go like this first. Just a 2k, not bad. You don't counter this, right? I have enough attacks to kill it. Yeah. You know I have enough attacks to kill it. I guess let's set it up so that if we survive, we can get there. It's gonna depend on whatever we draw with the Sorojuro. If it has to be exactly a giant. I mean, we have all 4 giants in the deck. 4 out of 35. There it is. We go like this. So 1 giant, 2 2k counters, 1 blocker. I like my odds. Oh yeah, I like my odds here. This is good. This is very good for me. I guess they could have another pudding here, but I mean that's a big risk. Yeah, okay, my odds are really good here. And then the opponent's down to 2 lives. And if we draw another giant, we even feel a little bit... the opponent might be actually considering that pudding right now. We have 3 more giants in the deck. So, I mean, we haven't used a single giant. So if the opponent goes pudding, the chances of us drawing the giant are not bad. But even if they do that, they will only have a 7k, right? So it's like, doesn't really matter. It's gonna be an 8. Yeah, we just go like this. Sure. Two K. 5 cards in hand. 5 cards in hand. 2 lives. I like starting with the 7. So I like starting with the 7 because that's demanding 2 cards. And then we go another 7. And it's demanding 2 more cards. And if they give me 2 cards, then we can just attack for 5s, right? Yeah, we can just go 7 here again. Yeah, like math just wins us the game here, right? You go that. Then we go here for 9. And then we put the rest on the other Luffy Tower. If you counter out of here, then I can just... Yeah, and then we go here. Boom. Wow. We got there. We got there somehow. The opponent had this Gravity Blade, but even if they played it, like the Josu ends up being a little bit better for them than playing the Gravity Blade. So in this match, we're going against the Mirror. An opponent, unfortunately for us, chose to go first. Honestly, I'm not gonna mind this curve. Yeah, I'm not gonna mind the curve, and I'm actually probably gonna go Kid, honestly, instead of going for Sorojuro. Let's give them the 1 here, because I'm gonna be taking some damage later on. Now the problem is this Sorojuro kind of sucks a little bit. I'm gonna go for 5 here, and I'm gonna play Kid, because what Kid lets me do is that I can play Luffy Tower next turn and not lose that Dawn. And I also get to have this blocker here that lets me block the opponent's 5k hit if the opponent goes for just a 5k hit right here. Yeah, see, so they go like this, we block here. We can give them the counter for the 6, I don't mind that. Ooh. Oh, okay, okay. No, I'm gonna give it to you anyways. I think that's too good to pass up. Yeah, that's crazy, because now that means that the opponent doesn't actually... I can go for a second Luffy Taro. And I feel like if I go for a second Luffy Taro, that seems way too good to pass up. Especially because I still have this kid on the field, right? And I have to put a Don here, obviously, to make it so that my attack can go through. And I'm going to go here, because I'd rather them give me the 1k. Yeah, I guess we'll go like this. It's the same. They can just block on 1k. It's the same thing as attacking with the Sirturmund. But maybe they just give me a 2k like they did right there, and I'm just happy to. And now we have Kid, we have Luffy Taro, we have our own Sirturmund. The opponent gets their Luffy Taro just a turn too late. But they do have Sangoro, which Sangoro ends up being really, really valuable for them. This is too much. So this is going to be a 9. I really want to keep... this guy active. Okay, so you're going to just go like this. If they go for a 9 here, how crazy is that? I'm going to give you the 1k. Like, they could go ahead and kill this, right? Am I okay with that? Oh, no, they're just going to go Nami. Interesting. So that gives them the blocker. So we go Luffy Taro. And maybe we keep the Gungam Giant then. I'm not going for the blocker. I have to go for the 2Ks. I can trash this, go for the 2K. I mean, I could just go another Luffy Taro and just don't care that my board dies next time. How crazy is that? If I go another Luffy Taro and I just don't care that my board dies, this can be 6. I think I like it. I think let's just put the pressure here. Maybe I'm playing this wrong, but again, because I went second, it's so different for us to do anything. We'll go 8. 7 forces another 2k out of their hand. Leaves me the Gungam Giant, but what if we don't care about the Gungam Giant? What if we just go 8? What if we literally just go 8 and force him to give me the block and a 2k, 1k? Again, we don't care that these 2 bodies die because we're going to have to replace them next time. Now, I just need to make sure I don't die, right? So, I have to be a little bit careful there. And opponent does get this Sangoro value. Okay, so they get to pop the kid. Alright, cool. Go back up to 2 themselves, and they also get it down back. And because we tapped out of the Gungam Giant, we actually don't get to... I mean, I guess we'll just keep our Luffy Taro active then, right? They could just be swinging at us and just kill us that way too, right? So this is where it gets a little bit concerning, because I'm gonna probably have to go Onami. So instead of going for Sir, I'm gonna have to go Onami here. So that's 7 done. Keep 1 for, so that leaves me with just 2 done. The 8s get beat by the Gungam Giants. I think I like it. I think I'm gonna go 5 and then 8, 8, and 6, and 8 again. So first Gungam Giant. They have a lot of bodies though. They still have 2 lives. They're gonna have a lot of bodies, and we're only gonna have 1 life in return. But they're gonna have to kill us next turn. So that's the first Gungam Giant. You have a second one? Just go for it this way. Okay, no, it's just gonna be 2k, 1k, alright. So then we go like this for another 8. They take it. Then we go Luffy Taro, return a Don. Play the Nami, trash this, draw 2 cards, pass the turn. We have a blocker, 1 life, Gungam Giant, and a few 2Ks. Let's give you the Kamazo to start with. Sucks giving up this Luffy, but I guess it makes the most sense to give it up, right? Because with my Luffy Taros on the field, it's more efficient for me to just put down on my Luffy Taros than do anything else. 7. Okay. Still has 4 attacks. I do need to probably block with Onami before Onami gets popped by Usohachi. Perfect. So that's the one that you block with the Onami, because that's a 9. So there's no really easy way for me to block the 9. You either have to hide behind blockers, which means that you're going to get rid of your own board. Okay. Alright, cool. I'm confused. They have a 9. Okay, so they are going to hide behind... No, it's not a blocker. It's going to be just a Zoro. So they get 1 giant. I guess replacing Zoro for Zoro is not a big deal. And now they get the blocker. And they have access to 2 giants, technically. Okay. If we go Sanji, we get rid of the blocker, right? We can actually ramp up, by the way, to go up to 10. So that leaves me with 3 Dawn. 3 Dawn. 888. 777. 888777. I think I have to just go for it, right? I don't think because I don't have my own Gungam Giant, I don't think I'm actually ever like winning this, right? If I don't kill them right now. I forgot they also had this blocker here, by the way. So I should have rested this blocker first. That was my mistake. Okay, so the opponent still has... Yeah, we're gonna go 7 here. Opponent still has the Gungam Giant. We know it because they got it, right? So I like the 7s because he's forcing the opponent to have to make the decision whether they want to use Gungam Giant right now to block the 7s. Yeah, we go. Yeah, I think I like the 7777888, right? One of the 8s is gonna be countered by Gungam Giant perfectly, but what can you do about it? If I had an Usohachi instead, would it have been better than the Sanji? Maybe not, because again, the problem we're going... Okay, so they took it. Yeah, I like the 7s. So 7 forces 2 cards here. Make it equal for the opponent, because if they don't have the right 2K, 1K counter, they're gonna have to go Gungam Giant right now, and there you go. So because they didn't have the right counter, they had to go Gungam Giant, and now they have to have exactly 2K, 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 2K. Because 1-8 gets blocked by the kid. Okay, that's 2 2Ks. Do you have 2K, 2K in your hand? No, they didn't have it. Just a 1K and a non-counter card. Yeah, so I like the 7 to start with. I'm surprised that the opponent chose to give me the giant there instead of just giving me a 2K, 1K. Because if they gave me 2K, 1K, oh, you know what? They probably just drew those 2Ks with the giant. Maybe that's what happened. Maybe they only have 1K, 1K, and they drew exactly these 2 2Ks with the Gungam Giant. Otherwise, that wouldn't make any sense. Right? And that's why the 7s are really good, because it forces 2 cards from their hand. And the less cards that the opponent has in their hand, the less flexibility they're going to have with that Gungam Giant. So, GG's. In this match, we're going against Shanks. And we have our Luffy Taro, so I'm going to keep this hand. And now we just need to find a Sorojuro. And then a Sangoro, right? And just start putting so much pressure. Okay, we get the Sangoro. Still have nothing to play next turn, though. But I guess I don't hate just going for like a big 9k attack. So the opponent plays their Uta. They get their 10 cost Shanks. They go another Uta. This tells me a lot about their hand, though. Lime Juice. So a 2k, alright? So we go here first. We don't see it, right? Which means that we just go for it. And just take them down to 3 life. To 4 life. Not ideal, right? But also not the worst thing in the world. Let's keep ourselves healthy enough that I don't have to worry about the opponent just killing us in return. We go like this. You go here, you know that you have to do. I mean, you know what you have to do. And we just go Sangoro. I mean, yeah, we just go here into Sangoro and just put inside Sid. So they shouldn't have a way to kill this Sangoro yet. Unless they play like Snake into Marco, I guess. I guess that's doable. Remember that you have to attack with this first before you play your second Luffy Taro, so that you don't go to 7 down. So let's keep that in mind. I think if I have double Luffy Taro in the field, it should be pretty good for us. Just the amount of pressure that we're putting. I'm surprised that the opponent did it that way, right? Honestly, I mean, we don't have anything. We actually don't have a good target for Luffy Taro. Why did we ramp up? But what if we don't hit it? It is interesting now. This is very, very interesting. We go Kid. If we go Kid, it lets us be gonna have the Dun open next turn. But the Kid can be easily get rid of by the Rayleigh. If we go Luffy Taro, we still have 2 Dun open. We can go Luffy Taro into Usohachi, and I guess just try to kill the Yasa. Force the opponent. I mean, it's the same thing attacking here or here, right? Okay. And we'll go for 6. Force a 1k. I'll keep the Dun for the Gungam Giant. Because if I go, I guess it doesn't matter. Because I'm still going to go to 8, so I won't be able to actually play this stuff out. But it might allow me to be able to survive against like a Rayleigh here. Like if the opponent goes Rayleigh and then tries to attack into my units. Then back him. Okay, so just back him. Weird game now. Because we didn't have the second good target for Luffy Taro. And the opponent still have 4 lives, so it's still going to be a big attack next turn. I probably should have kept that blocker. Still going to be a Shanks next turn. That's off. That's rough. That is very rough. Wow. Wow. Do I need to actually play this Big Mom out? I guess let's go here first and see what we get. I might have to actually play the Big Mom out. That's kind of sad. Might have to play the Big Mom out just because I think I need... Yeah, like I think I can afford to get this. I had to have another big body in the field. I need to have another big body in the field, and this lets me do that. Yeah, you go Shanks here. We let it go because we want to save the Luffy Taro instead. Weird game. I'm okay with this, right? And if you don't force me to use my giant, I'm also okay with that. You go here, and then we give you the 2K. So now the goal here is to get the opponent as slow as possible. So this is going to be at 7. We have to give 2 down for giant, maybe? I mean, do I need the 2 down for giant? Maybe just 1? 7, 8. Oop, I don't know why I went for 8. Whatever. We committed to it. We're gonna go 8, 8, or 3 times then. Yeah, sure. Let's go 8 3 times then. Instead of a 7, 9, 9. Actually, that probably is better, to be honest. Going 8 3 times. Multiple 1Ks. So maybe it's just 7 here then. Maybe it's just 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Is it safe for me to tap out of a second giant? That's so risky, I think. Can the opponent kill both units here? I think I'm gonna play safe. I think I'm gonna play safe because I could have gone for 7 here. Opponent has no 2Ks in their hand. So I could go for a 7 here and just force the whole hand to come out. Huh. If you had another Shanks, you had to do it before you attacked, right? We keep the second Usohachi for blockers. So then we're gonna just use the Gungam Giant. Here? I guess 4, 6? That doesn't make sense. They might be trying to go for lethal then? No. I'm so confused. You had to attack this one. Oh no, okay, they got punished. Yeah, you know how to... I mean, I guess they didn't know because I did use the Usohachi before. Why put the down here? I'm confused, guys. This is an A, right? So let's start with the A. It's forcing 2 cards from their hand. Even if they do the leader ability. Yeah, like, this is game, right? What happened there? We'll take it. Hey, jeez. Welcome back, everyone. Hope you enjoyed today's games. The showcase against, Doflamingo, right? And it's a tough matchup. It's a tough matchup. I feel like you have to get a very specific curve, right? I mean, obviously, if you go first, it's a lot easier, right? But most of the matches that you saw today, we didn't get to go first. And it's like, how do you deal with that? Well, that's where I really like the kit. You kind of got to see me playing kit or playing Devon Clay. Like, both of these cards let me kind of keep a lot of done so that I can then go stuff like Big Mom and Luffy Taro without feeling like I'm falling behind on done. Because if you play kit on your second turn, when you go second, when you play Luffy Taro, you're going right back up to 7, which means that next time you go to 9, and you can play Linlin right away, right? And still have this kit on the field. Or vice versa, if you go on clay, you're going up to 5 without having to take a life, right? You go to 5 without having to take a life, which means that then you can go up to 7 on the next turn without having to take a life, which means that you still have 5 life, or probably 4, because at that point you probably took the first Doffy hit, and you're not giving the opponent free hits to your life by taking your own life with ramping. So that's where the Bon Clay and the Kid kind of come in clutch. That it allows us to kind of play a little bit more defensive and be able to ramp up to our big bombs without having to put our life in danger, which ends up being really nice. And that's kind of how you're gonna pilot that, right? And of course, again, eventually you just have too many bodies on the field that you can just start swinging into the opponent, and there's nothing they can do about it. Against the mirror, honestly, just go first. That's all I can say. But we did win one there where we went to go second, kind of like a weird game. But honestly, yeah, the mirror is like night and day. If you go first, you have such a big advantage versus when you go second. But same thing as in the Doffy matchup, that's where stuff like Bone Clay and Kid can help you out, kind of even out that disadvantage of going second. So just look for those and kind of get your value there. And then lastly, we got against Shanks play. I don't think it was the greatest showcase of what to do against Shanks. Not running into a lot of Shanks in rank recently. I think people are probably moving away from Shanks, which is interesting. But in that matchup, it's going to be what you always do in every matchup. Just Luffy Taros, put a lot of units on the field, and just put a lot of pressure into their life and see if they have the counter or not. So anyways, yeah, that's enough for our Purple Luffy showcase. If you liked today's video, make sure to like it below and subscribe to us, right? We post One Piece videos every single day. If you want to see more gameplay, make sure to check out yesterday's video if you haven't seen that yet. You can also find us on Twitch at Sirturmund streaming now and then, and you can also find us on Discord and Twitter. The link to those are both in the description below. Tomorrow we're gonna be showcasing some red, yellow Bello Betty. So, you know, if you want to see me pilot that, make sure to come back tomorrow to check that out. But anyways, hope you enjoy your day, and I'll see you all again tomorrow.